What's up, guys? It's Eric Nguyen from the Sensu Agency, and today and this Monday, I'm gonna be talking about how to optimize Google Ads, whether it be weekly and monthly for local business owners, especially if you are in the hair salon business. So let's get right into it. And if you guys haven't checked out my channel, there's my YouTube, my Instagram, and TikTok channel. They'll be all provided for you in the Gamma document, breaking down exactly how I run Google Ads, whether you're going from zero to hero, whether you're going from 10,000 to 100,000, and making sure the best tips and tricks for you guys. Learning how to run Google Ads is going to be the best way to get the best growth for your business this year in 2024. So let's dive right in and get started. So the first thing I want to make sure help you guys is understanding Google Ads, right? So my agency has successfully generated 100,000 in Google Ad revenue for a local service-based business, but it's crucial to understand that Google Ads is not going to be a quick ticket for you just to get more leads and more revenue and growth for your business, right? The way this works is understanding that Google Ads is designed for your local service-based business who are looking for long-term growth. If you're not here and wanting to rely on just referrals and bring out the best of your business and compete with others and actually stand out, that's how you're going to be the best successful growth business in the long term. Okay. So what are the initial stages of running Google Ads, right? This is the first part. So the first thing that we need to understand that if you are brand new and learning how to run Google Ads, in the first 3 days, you need to actually start an in-depth audit of what your currently Google Ads account is. So this means that if you're already running Google Ads and if you're starting out, you want to make sure you review any existing campaigns, any of your keywords, and your ad groups, right? We want to find what are going to be the in-depth audits, what are the bottlenecks, what are the challenges you're facing, and understand what we need to do to make a new audit insight and optimize to set up a new campaign. So once those first 3 days are actually diagnosed, in the third and 5 day, you want to use your audits insight to set up a new Google Ads campaign structure. And that means that we want to make sure we have a new campaign, new ad groups, and new ad copies. This is where it's going to be crucial because when we head to the day 5 to 30, this is going to be the testing phase. During this period, you got to understand that Google's algorithm will actually optimize the campaigns you built. Keyword here, guys. So all the previous campaigns that you built, meaning that it's going to actually have Google authorize and have optimized all your previous ones into your new campaign to give you the best results. And this is going to identify what's going to be working. So this means that you'll actually need to closely monitor your data points. This means that you want to check your click-through rate, your bounce rate, your bids, and much more, right? So this means that we're not cutting any ad sets or anything like that, right? And this is important because Google Ads is all about testing and having the budget and having the patience, meaning that if you're not willing to invest in both, then you might as well just stop running Google Ads until you are ready. Okay. And the reason why this is important is because as we head on to the stage part 2 of the running Google Ads is when we're heading to day 30 to 45, this is where we're actually going to head over to the profitability phase. This means that once we've gathered all the data with your new campaign, with the audit insights that you've done, we're actually going to be turning off any underperforming campaigns and reallocating all the budget that you have towards the winning one. It sounds easier than done, right? But that's the whole point, right? This means that now when we head to that stage, we're going to be heading to the day 45 to 60. You're going to enter that scaling phase. This is where you're going to take that winning strategy of yours, amplify your reach, and get new leads by adding new audiences with different and additional targeting strategies here. So this is one of the agents, one of the local service-based businesses that we've done and focusing on understanding that, right, when we are spending money, we are focusing on finding winning campaigns, winning ad groups, so that way we can just double down and focus on it. It's a matter of staying in there for the long term and not focus on just running ads for 3 to 5 days and start cutting and thinking, oh, my cost per click was so damn high, when you need to let it run and let it test for at least 5 to 30 days, right? Now, what was the breakdown exactly how we did this? So here's just the overall general breakdown. So every 72 hours, this is what we did in terms of this local service-based business, especially if you're a hair salon owner or any other local service-based business. You want to be able to monitor your budget and spend. So this means that you're not utilizing or exceeding your budget. you want to check your ad position and your impression shares, right? This will show your visibility and maximize click potential. And next thing is you want to actually pause poor performing keywords. This means that you'll be able to optimize your ad spend and focus what brings results, right? And what the biggest thing is you also want to review your quality score. So this means that you want to check your CPC, your cost per click, your ad rank, because this is crucial for your ROI, your return on investment, right? And your click-through rate. This means that you're going to be able to see what your ad relevance is, and this is also going to be terms of your quality score. And the one thing is you also want to check your conversions, right? You want to make sure these keywords and ads are actually effective. And by checking all of this in your checklist every 72 hours, you're going to be able to understand how to allocate the right budget into right keywords, into your ad groups and your campaigns to make the best decisions in terms of your business, right? So now the breakdown in terms of number two is we want to dive into how we do our keyword search review. So when you conduct a search term audit, you also want to be able to find new keyword opportunities and irrelevant keywords. So that means when you're actually running your Google ads, you're going to see what people search, whether it be broad and that are irrelevant that you can put into your negative keywords, and new keywords that people are actually searching and are actually intentionally buying and converting through your search term audit, right? Then you also want to add extra long tail search terms. This means that there are very high conversion rates. So these are things could be, say, for example, emergency 24/7 hair salon near me, right? A very long tail keyword. Maybe you want to find poor form keywords. So this is where, like I mentioned, you just pause them or you adjust the strategy. So adding that extra negative keywords is a big crucial thing. You're going to remove unnecessary costs from unrelated search or irrelevant keywords from here. Now, what are we going to be optimizing weekly versus 72 hours? The biggest thing that we want to do is you want to check your search query report. You're going to find new keywords and add negatives. You want to check your landing page performance. You want to check the high bounce rate or load time on site that can affect your return on investment. You want to also look at the device performance, right? You want to analyze the data on different devices that have different conversion metrics, whether people be searching on you on your mobile phone, maybe it could be your desktop, your iPad, laptop. Those are things that are going to be crucial. The next thing is you also want to look at your geographic performance. This means that you want to adjust bids for your location that perform well or poorly. So for example, if you're targeting a location in Santa Monica and you're targeting in that city area only, and you're going to be targeting in as well, and let's just say Culver City, right? And maybe you're performing way better at Santa Monica versus Culver City. You want to adjust that, see what can you do to optimize and go from there. Ad extensions, right? These are going to be site link extensions, call extensions. By adding this, you're going to have more info and descriptions that's going to help you optimize your click-through rate by providing more information about your services. The biggest thing here is having that bid adjustment, right? You want to be able to adjust and focus on high performing elements. So obviously you want to increase spend where there's high performing and conversions. And it's also going to be based on budget pacing, man. So that means that you don't want to exceed your monthly budget as well too, right? Obviously, when you cut the ads that are poor performing, you're just going to allocate more of that spend to the high performing and get the best results for you. And the biggest thing in how we do that is by doing ad review. You want to identify the poor performing ads. You either optimize or replace them. You want to check their conversion rate and their low quality score. Those are the two biggest factors there. Okay. Now, what do we optimize monthly? So what we do is we want to make sure we have a monthly report. This is where you can have an overall performance of the month-to-month basis, and you want to set new goals, right? You want to look at the trend analysis. You want to see and find any long-term changes in performances. You want to look into keyword expansion. So this means that you want to do more research for keywords that's going to give you more opportunities. You can't just stick to 1, 2, 3, or 10 keywords that you've been using since beginning of year. Google search trends are going to be trending and going to be changing day by day, year round. You can't just keep the same things. It's not going to happen like that, right? We live in a new world, in a digital world where things change. It's like saying growing. You're not going to be the same 12-year-old you were 12 years ago with the same mindset that you have as a 30-year-old. So the biggest thing here as well too is having a seasonal adjustment. So this means that especially if you are, especially a hair salon owner, you want to adjust your strategies for different times of year. Maybe you have busy season, whether it be wedding, Christmas, holidays, versus the New Year's when it's dead, right? Those are the things that you want to keep in fact. And you also want to always stay in top of mind of having a competitive analysis. You want to see what you want to research what your competitors are doing to stay ahead and help you of see what's trending now versus back then and 6 months ago, a year ago. Then you'll also want to check your performance benchmarks. You want to evaluate the return investment of each of your campaigns and see what you can improve on based on your overall performance and set the new goals from there. So these are little checklists that I like to do. So in terms of conversion action checks, this is where you want to check your call extension report and conversion actions. You just want to make sure your conversions are actually properly tracking, your location targeting. So the one thing that we do monthly is exclude non-target locations. We just remove certain locations to avoid spends where you don't want to and where you're not seeing the highest return from there. And in terms of the campaign goal settings, this is where you're just going to have a review and a report data analysis to align with your current business objective, right? If your target KPIs are is aiming to hit 3 to 4x ROAS and you're hitting 2.5, you want to see and review what's going on and break down exactly from the monthly report, trend analysis, keyword expansion, the adjustments of competitors, the locations, etc., and moving forward, right? Those are going to be big things from there. And overall, is in having a simple quality control is making sure that you are staying on top of mind and checking this month to month rather than just leaving it on autopilot here. But overall, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. If you guys have any questions about understanding what to optimize weekly, monthly, every 72 hours, leave a comment down below. I'd love to answer all your questions, concerns. And if you guys enjoyed watching this video, give me a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe to this video. All right. Thank you so much.